Bonjour! It is day 12. I am off to do some Paris exploring today, hoping to do a museum, a market, a boulangerie or two, and I'm doing a food tasting for the press tour. That's it for the plans today. Everything else is just kind of up in the air, so why don't we get going?
This is part one of a two-part boulangerie comparison video. The first one I visited was Bohemie, which was only a couple blocks away from the apartment I stayed at in Paris. It was very popular. The line was long at the beginning and it didn't let up the entire time I was there. They had a lot of fresh baked goods and delicious drinks. So I decided to go for the formula, which was a drink, quiche Lorraine, and a dessert. You can see my choices right here. I started with the quiche Lorraine and it was very good. I really enjoy the quiche Lorraine that they have. I'm not much of a coffee drinker, but I must say that the chai latte that I got was pretty good. And finally, the eclair, which I was looking forward to the most in Paris, and I was not disappointed. The eclair was divine. I highly recommend. This place was great. Part two of our boulangerie comparison takes us to Boulangerie Beaubourg, which is down the road a little bit from Bohemie, which we toured yesterday. This is a much more traditional boulangerie, which is very small. Doesn't have a lot of space, but it has a lot of goodies. If you want something savory or something sweet, this is the place for you. I got a ficelle, which is a skinnier type of baguette because I had had such a big breakfast. And I was the only one initially, but as I sat there eating, more and more people showed up. So this is definitely a popular spot that you should definitely check out.
I know I'm saying this wrong. It's like the Centre Pompidou. I feel terrible. But apparently it's free the first Sunday of the month, which today is. But I don't know. Let's just explore and see if I can get in for free. So my Paris Media Center might have pulled me through without me getting a ticket because they said it was full till 1, which isn't that far away. But because I have this from the PMC, they just said, oh, well, go in that line. And so it might get me in without me having to wait for a while. So yay. That's why sometimes I just have to get up my gumption and just ask. Instead of thinking, oh, I'm going to sound like a weird person. Just do it. They'll forget about you in about 5 minutes. So the main purpose of me coming here is not for the exhibits, it's for the view. There's a really great view of the city with an outdoor staircase, so I have to find where that is. That's first. There are a lot of places around here that will provide free postcards, and they will mail them for you, so I made sure to write a few for some family members and get those sent so they get a postmark from Paris. Pretty cool. My sister would be very proud of me going to this place on a free day. Be proud, Erica. Took advantage of freeness. And it cost me €0, so yay. they deserve in art museums. I got to do exactly what I wanted to do at the museum. I got the pictures that I desired, and I got to walk around just the main exhibits. Apparently the museum pass did not work for the other ones, which is fine, honestly. I've seen a lot of modern art the past 2 weeks, so it was okay that I didn't see more. Now I'm gonna walk over and see Notre Dame, because I know I can't go in because they're still restoring it, but I can still see it from the outside. Someday, maybe I'll come back and I'll see it from the inside. I'm gonna try the area by the Hotel de Ville. The thing that was closed when I first got here is open now because the games have been going on for 9 days. Check it out. They have table tennis on the big screen. You can barely see it, but there's a French guy playing. And these people are watching. So here's the viewing area. Right now it is volleyball. Team USA versus France. USA's up 2-0. France doesn't have that solid of a women's team. They're definitely more known for their men's team. This is a pretty neat view. This is quite the crowd watching a non-French tennis match. It's Alcaraz versus Djokovic for the gold medal final. I saw Alcaraz on Tuesday. So was that worth it? I don't think so. It had a lot of demonstration things, 2 screens to watch stuff, and food to sell, but honestly there wasn't that much to it, especially for waiting through security as long as I did, which, I mean, I didn't have anything else to really do today, so it's not like I was pressed for time. But if you're wanting to do something Olympic related without having to purchase tickets for an event, maybe look into something else. On a different note, I finally found the Artists of the Seine, so I'll just glance at these as I pass by. Almost 3 o'clock. I'm finally getting to Notre Dame. It's been a pretty relaxing afternoon. It's nice. Just texted my brother. I said, 2 weeks in Paris. Haven't seen a mime yet. Vacation ruined. Okay, screw it. I've got money. I'm going to Haagen-Dazs. Messy. Peanut butter milkshake because I can. Bon appetit. Ooh, nice and peanut buttery. Yes, I know I should go to a French ice cream place. I will. Just let me enjoy my Haagen-Dazs. There was like no line. You can tell I've hit the uber touristy area. Not ideal, but I'm here. Power through. So in normal times, pre-fire, this would be the way to get into Notre Dame. But because they're still working on construction, they have it blocked off. I believe you move to the right. Past this tree is the cathedral. Wow, it is huge. Shame I can't go inside, but it's worth it to be actually here and see it in person. It's not even that busy. I think it's because you can't go in. But even the outside is really beautiful. They only removed this front facade a couple months ago so people can actually see it. It was covered in scaffolding for the longest time, but they're getting closer to finishing it and restoring it and making it better with still keeping a lot of the details that the original had. So, Notre Dame. Technically, I only had to drive like 45 minutes to get to Notre Dame, but what can you do? Lovely little stop. Doesn't take too long to enjoy it. I'm gonna see if I can rent a bike and go back to where I need to go for the press tour. It's a food press tour, so I got to do some tasting. Exciting. Let's see if I can get a bike. You can really see the construction from this side and the stuff they still have to do. Both fun and terrifying. Luckily there's not that many cars left, so that's good. The Louvre is over there. Just biking. I had to turn around because I think the cycling is actually coming through in the next couple of hours for the women. Go women. Stopped just outside the Louvre because I saw a station, so I parked the bike. Got some good footage, I think. And now I have to head to the temple, the PMC, for my tour. Sorry about that. I had a lady that I connected with on the tour from Iowa. So she and I talked, and we got together at the press center as well for the little cocktail party, charcuterie that they had. So I was a little busy doing all that stuff, and all of a sudden I was back in my apartment and it was 9 o'clock. So apologies for that, but you saw the incredible press tour that I had with the tastings of all those sweet treats, and then the unexpected bistro visit where we got a nice free glass of wine. And then I didn't show the charcuterie at the press center, but it was basically very similar to the opening ceremony. They had a bunch of different things out from different local vendors, and they could explain stuff if you wanted them to. I didn't want them to, because between this morning and the press tour and even this afternoon with my bike ride, I got enough feed for a good 4 short form videos for the podcast. So when it came to the little party tonight, I was like, I'm good. I'm just gonna eat and enjoy. So I had dessert first, and then I had my meats and cheeses and breads, and they did give me an entire baguette. So I'm like, I'll take it. And I also had my champagne. First champagne in France. So that was pretty great. Tomorrow, I have 2 press tours. Hopefully the first one doesn't go long, because the second tour, I'm supposed to be touring the Louis Vuitton factory or house, one of the two. I'll find out when I get there, but I know that Louis Vuitton is part of it. And in the evening, I'm getting together with all my podcast friends, so that should be a really nice time. It is my last full day in Paris. I'm not disappointed like I was when I was finishing up my Japan trip, but this has been pretty good. I'm saving my final verdict until I'm completely done and everything is finished and I'm out of Paris. But it's been good, unexpected. So with that, on a Sunday evening in Paris, I'm going to say bonne journée. I will see you tomorrow.